Way, scrap for and saved. Stolen. Coming out of there with it was Fields. They get the ball down low underneath. They'll kick it back out to Brown, head of the key for three. Shot short, rebound, pull down Fields. Fields in the paint, loses the handle on it, out of bounds. So it'll go back to Sullivan Central. 2-0 Gainesville. Just getting started. 6:44 to go first period. Last game of this opening day of the Arby's Classic. Inbounds pass Harris. Throws it into the front court to McGrady. Back to the trailer, that's Campbell. Dishes it back to McGrady, who fakes, goes up on the big guy, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled out by Fields. Fields, outlet pass down the left side to Edwards. Edwards dishes it baseline to Green. Now Green will circle out and get the ball out front to Vernell Brown, who gets it in the middle to Fields. Down low, laying it up and in will be Jerry Edwards.
Great ball movement. Take it to the corner, get it back to the corner to the foul stripe, bounce pass down underneath the basket, lay it up and in.
Guess what?
Have they taken us off the line?
Hello? No, yeah, they're in there back there working on the phones. All right. Yeah. 4-0 Gainesville. We apologize for the technical difficulty. It'll be Sullivan Central, and they're going to call a timeout as they're unable to get the ball in bounds. A few moments ago, Harris with the shot rejected out of bounds. And now the Cougars will take a timeout with 5:52 to go in this first period. And it is a 20-second timeout is the indication. And it stays 4-0 Gainesville. Jerry Edwards and Ian Scott with the 2 buckets. Sullivan Central just not able to get anything going on the offensive end right now.
0 for 3 so far from the floor.
Purple-clad Hurricanes of Gainesville. Final game of the night. Then we're back with you again tomorrow.
6'4", 290 pounds.
I'd say just about every pound of it. Wonder if he played tight end.
No, he played tackle.
Yeah.
Or offensive guard. Or offensive tackle.
Here's a lob into Cantor. Across court, intercepted and stolen. Out there with it is Green. Green to the hole. But they're going to call a foul. He didn't get it to go down, but they call the foul.
Oh, is he quick? Oh, can he run? Oh, can he leap? Oh, he gets a foul.
It's going to be against Barnes. It's going to be his first, team's first. He took off all of Michael Jordan about 15 feet from the basket on the right wing, and well, Barnes fouls him, and he's at the line, he being Orion Green, who's already verbally committed to Florida.
Barnes was right with him because he was hanging on. He took a ride with him, didn't he?
Toss by Green is good. He'll get another.
Oh, goodness.
And the second one by Green. Rims out, no good. And going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Gainesville. It'll be Cougars basketball rear court. 5:45 to go first period. Gainesville up 5-0. Campbell will trigger the inbounds. Yet to get it in. Now we'll bounce it into Harris. Harris will bounce it into the front court to McGrady. McGrady back to Harris. Harris dogged there, has it all knocked away. Scrap forward, coming out of there with it is Scott. Outlet pass knocked away, saved though by some stretch by Green, who gets it down low to the cutting Brown, who lays it up and in.
Green cuts him out of nowhere to get the loose ball, and then makes a great bounce pass for the layup. He can play the game, guys.
7-0, and now a ball knocked away, stayed though by Campbell. Campbell into the front court is going to be fouled by Green, and that's going to be number 2 on him.
There's Hurricanes here, there's Hurricanes there, there's Hurricanes everywhere so far in this first quarter. Wow.
Here comes Alton Darling, a 6'3 sophomore into the lineup, and here comes Eric Wilcox, 6'5, a senior into the lineup for Gainesville. Campbell is out. Check that. That's Barnes that's out, and he's replaced. Here's Cantor in the left corner for 3. Shot won't drop. They scrap for the rebound, and coming out of there with it will be Edwards. Into the lineup for the Cougars is Matthew Clemson. Driving, this is Brown, who lays it up again.
Oh, as he flies right on by.
5'11 junior is Matthew Clemson. Now here in the backcourt is Clemson. Now gets it in the front court, saved there by Campbell. He'll go baseline McGrady, who bobbles it, saves it. Now we'll get it back out to Clemson. He'll get it out between the rings to Campbell. It's 9-0 Gainesville. They'll get it on the left wing now to Barnes. Excuse me, that's Harris, excuse me. Now out front, Cantor head of the key, comes right side to Clemson. Clemson with the basketball, works it across court. This is Campbell, left side of the key, bounces it on the wing to Cantor. Bounces out front, head of the key, Harris. Right side, it comes now to Campbell. 4.5 minutes to go first period, 9-0 Gainesville. Out front with the basketball, Clemson, comes left wing to Harris. Bounces it down low along the baseline to Campbell, who circles out with the basketball. Takes it all the way out to the Tom stripe. This is Campbell down the left sideline. He's driving, he's stopping, he's popping. Shot won't go. Rebound scrap force, saved by Clemson, who gets it into Cantor. Lobs it out and out of Harris. Cougars maintain possession. 4 minutes to go, first period. Stays 9-0 Gainesville. Here's a feed, intercepted and stolen by Green. Outlet pass down the right side to Darling. Darling to the hole for the layup.
Darling with a darling little play as he takes it all the way down the lane. Takes it all the way to the glass, lay it up and in.
11-0 Gainesville. Here's a pass intercepted. Edwards into the front court. Brown back to the trailer who dishes it baseline, laying it up and in will be Darling again. And the Cougars want another timeout with 3:35 to go in this first period of play. And Gainesville's in front 13-0.
And Sullivan Central 0 for 5 from the floor and 5 turnovers so far here in this first quarter.
As many turnovers as field goal attempts for the Cougars up to this point with 3:35 to go in this first period.
And the Hurricanes are 6 out of 8 from the floor. Those 6 being layups after turnovers by the Cougars. A couple of them weren't. A couple of them they took the other way after rebounds and made layups. And of course 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe.
It will be Cougars basketball. 3.5 minutes to go first period. 13-0 Gainesville. In backcourt with the basketball, Clemson gets it in the front court to McGrady. Down the right side with the basketball, pulling up and shuffling out for the Cougars is Josh Crane, and then the ball is knocked away and last touched out of bounds by Vernell Brown. Crane is a 6'1 sophomore. He's checked in for the Cougars. It will belong Cougars side court to get it into Cantor. Right corner Campbell. Shuffles out with the basketball along the sideline. Now comes right wing to Crane. Looks into a cutting Clemson. Can't get him the basketball. Now we'll throw it out front to Cantor, who comes left wing now to Campbell. 3 minutes to go in the period. Here's Campbell getting it out to Clemson, right side to Cantor. Cantor throws it down low underneath Campbell for the shot. No good. Followed by McGrady. No good. Followed by McGrady. Blocked, and he was fouled.
Cougars have 3 opportunities. Wide open, Campbell misses. McGrady gets a rebound, misses. Third time's a charm. He'll go to the stripe to shoot 2 free ones.
Fouls on Darling. His first, team's third. And it'll be McGrady at the line to shoot. Toss by McGrady, no good. And for Gainesville, here comes Gerald Fields back into the lineup. And also coming back in will be Orion Green. So he fails to hit the first one. And he'll try to get the second one. Trying to get the Cougars on the scoreboard here. Toss in the air. No good. Rebound pulled out in low for a moment by Elijah Hooker, who's checked in. He's a 6'5 senior. Then it's knocked away and out of bounds by the Cougars. It'll belong to Gainesville in backcourt.
5.5 minutes already almost played. And the Cougars are yet to score.
13-0 Gainesville. This is Green dribbling around to the right. He'll get it out between the rings to Fields. Bounces at left corner. Here's the lob down low on the block with the basketball is Wilcox. Has it knocked away and stolen. Coming out there with it is Clemson. Clemson with the basketball for the Cougars. Goes right side to Cantor. Cantor behind the back dribble. Will work it across court. Left side driving underneath.
Oh!
Putting it up is Crane. Has it rejected. Blocked. Bringing it the other way. Gainesville. Green right baseline. Now we'll throw it across court. Hits the rim with it. Pulled down, though, by Wilcox. He'll put it up from the right baseline. Good.
Yeah, they stay right after it. Wasn't a shot, but it's going to be counted as a shot, so they get in there and get a rebound and take it to the house.
15-0 Gainesville. 2 minutes to go in the period. Backcourt Clemson. Gets it to Crane, and he does not get it into the front court in the allotted 10 seconds. Turnover gives it back to Gainesville.
Cougars 0 for 8 from the floor and 6 turnovers. And they trail 15-0.
Here comes Scott back into the lineup to replace Wilcox for the Hurricanes. This is Green with the basketball inside 2 minutes to go first period. Green dribbling to the right, gets it across left side field to Green, and now go left corner. This is for 3 in the air. Good by Darling.
The first time they've taken one outside the paint area, and nothing but the bottom.
It is 18-0. And now here's a steal. The ball caroms off the foot of Fields to Darling, who then falls to the floor and is called for a travel.
Sullivan Central cannot get it into the front court here the last couple of trips.
A minute 35 to go, first period. Gainesville 18, Sullivan Central nothing. In backcourt, this is Crane, knocked away and out of bounds by Fields. It'll remain Cougar basketball.
2-2-1, full court press, giving the Cougars all sorts of fits.
Inbounds pass comes into the rear court to Campbell. They get the ball to Cantor. Throws it across court, intercepted and stolen. Fields out of there with the basketball. Dishes it in the middle to the trailer, who lays it up. No good. Offensive charge will be called on Darling.
Darling takes it down the lane, stepping in there. Cantor, he takes a punishment and gets the call, but the Cougars still cannot get it in the front court the last 3 times.
Stops the clock with a minute 22 to go in the period. 18-0 Gainesville. Inbounds pass to Cantor. Works the ball over to Crane. He'll shovel it back to Cantor. Yet to get it into the front court. Cantor still in backcourt. Now we'll throw it in the front court to McGrady. Has the ball knocked away. Scrap for it coming out of the way. That is Fields. Fields alley-oop block.
Oh, slam! Grab and a jam. Was he flying that time? One Nelly.
What an assist from Fields to Green for the throwdown. It is 20-0. On the other end, Cantor lays it up. No good, but it gets fouled by Scott going to the basket. Scott's first, team's 5th. Thing about Scott, you get fouled by him, you got fouled by him.
It's going to hurt, and it did.
Cantor, not a small individual himself. So Cantor will be at the free throw line. The Cougars with 55.5 seconds to go in the period, just trying to get on the board. Cantor's toss, good. And you hear the response from the crowd. Jeremy Yates will check in. Michael Shelton will check in for the Cougars. Barnes is back in. Yates a 5'10 junior, Shelton a 5'9 sophomore. And now Cantor will shoot another one. It's up, it's good. He hits it above. 20-2. Here's the inbounds down the right side. This is Brown. Brown gets it in the corner. This is for 3. The shot by Edwards won't go. Rebound Karam's out to Green. Throws it down low, knocked away. Saved, though, by Green. He throws it back in low to Scott off his shoulder. Coming out there with the basketball is Barnes for Sullivan Central.
Probably the reason he plays defensive line or offensive line if he plays football.
Shelton left side with the basketball, gets it in the corner to Barnes. Barnes picks up his dribble, kicks it down inside to the cutting. Yates blocked. Rebound Green, outlet pass down the right side. Edwards to the hole for the layup. Good.
As he slides, glides, and rides again.
Here's the inbound, knocked away and out of bounds. Well, we had heard a lot about this Gainesville basketball team. They are the defending 5A state champs in Florida. And they certainly haven't disappointed here in the early going. 22-2 Gainesville. Bring the ball into the front court, then they'll get it to Cantor. Throws it in the middle of McGrady at the head of the key. Throws it down along the baseline to Barnes, who lays it up and in.
Barnes goes back door and gets lost along that baseline. McGrady with a good pass, lay it up and in.
Here is going to be Brown throwing up a 30-footer off the glass, no good, and that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. 60-second break, but telling you the score after 1. Gainesville 22, Sullivan Central 4.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Gainesville on top, 22-4. They jumped out to a 20-0 lead. And the Cougars outscoring 4-2, but leading the way with 7 points, Alton Darling for Gainesville. And the Cougars have the ball to start this second period.
Cougars 1 out of 10, 10% from the floor, 2 out of 4, 50% from the charity stripe, 0 for 1 from three-point range, and 9 turnovers in that first quarter.
They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Fields reaching in. As the Cougars have possession, and that will be Fields' first, team foul number 6.
Hurricanes from Gainesville, 10 of 15, 67%. 1 out of 2 from the foul stripe. 50 there, 1 out of 4, 25 from the long stripe, and 5 turnovers.
Here's a 3 by Barnes from the right side. It's no good. They scrap for the rebound. It's lost out of bounds. Last touched by Scott of Gainesville, so it belonged to the Cougars underneath their own basket. And to trigger it in will be Yates. Gets it in right side. This is Shelton for 3.
There goes downtown. Little Brown.
22-7 on the other end. Driving with the basketball, Edwards kicks it back out. Brown in the middle. This is Fields to Brown to Green. Green right side of the key, bounces it over left side. He'll get it in the corner now. Edwards lobs it down low on the block to Fields, kicks it out front. Scott, 15-footer, rattles, won't drop. Rebound tapped around, pulled down Edwards. Edwards goes up from underneath, good.
Big offensive rebound. They don't miss many. But when they do, it seems they're going to get a rebound and take it to the house.
Barnes throws it into the front court to McGrady. McGrady then has it stolen away by Scott. Lobs it out to Brown to the hole. No, the slam.
Oh my! What a selfish play! What a leaper this big guy is from. That's Green from Gainesville. Wow.
Tell you what, Brown had the layup, and he just went ahead and alley-ooped it to Green, allowed him to do the two-handed throwdown. And now here's going to be a reach-in by Brown. That's going to be his first, team foul number 7, and he'll send the Cougars to the line for the 1-and-1. 26-7 in favor of Gainesville. Here comes Wilcox back into the lineup for Gainesville to replace Ian Scott. And it'll send Yates to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Here comes Scott McMahon, 6'3", a senior, into the lineup for the Cougars to replace Chris McGrady. So Yates at the line to attempt the free tosses. It's up. It's no good. Rebound pulled out by Green. Gets it out to Edwards. Edwards down the left side. Here's Edwards. Hits it back to the trailing Green. He'll work it out front, head of the key to Fields. This is for 3. Yes.
Wow. What a team. What a start.
29-7. Gainesville. Inbounds pass to Shelton. They get the ball back to Yates, who works it over now to Barnes. To Yates. Yet to get into the front court. Knocked away and stolen by Brown. Brown all the way to the hole for the layup.
Cougars having trouble still getting it in the front court. 11 turnovers now for Sullivan Central here in the first half.
31-7. Now the ball knocked away and out of bounds. As here comes Darling back in to replace Green in the lineup for the Hurricanes. And this one pretty close to over early. Inbounds pass comes into Shelton. Gets the ball in the middle to Yates. Yates into the front court. Circles around to the right. Now gets it on the wing to Barnes. Barnes covered by Brown. Gets it into the cutting. Shelton blocked. Coming out there with the basketball will be Darling. Long lead pass.
Oh, they're taking turns of ramming it home on that offensive end.
33-7 Gainesville. In backcourt, they'll get the ball now to Shelton, double team. Has the ball knocked away and stolen. Coming out there with it is Wilcox. Edwards left side pulling up and popping a 12-footer, good by Darling.
Complete domination so far by the Hurricanes from Gainesville.
35-7. I don't know if we've ever seen this kind of domination early in any game here at the Arby's. Here's Barnes. Left side, gets it in the corner, driving all the way underneath. This is Harris for the layup, blocked. Coming out there with it is Edwards. Edwards down the left side. He'll get it in the middle to Brown. Brown head of the key, goes right side on the wing, chased down and saved by Darling. Out front head of the key, Brown, back over to Darling, right wing. 5 minutes to go, first half. Left corner, Edwards kicks it in the middle. This is Wilcox. He'll work it out across right side for 3. The shot by Darling, no good. Coming out with the rebound, Barnes behind the back feed to Shelton, across court right side, Yates, who loses it out of bounds.
Just a little bit behind him. Had a 3-on-1 fast break and come up empty. It's been that kind of night so far for the Cougars.
Here comes Hooker back in. Here comes Green back in. 35-7 Gainesville. Well, there might be some slam dunking in that second quarterfinal if the Gainesville hangs on here.
It'll be up and down the floor then, won't it?
I'd say. Left side with a basketball, Hooker. They'll swing it all the way right corner, back in low. It goes to Hooker. A little fall away off the glass, good.
And again, a great cut down the lane. Good entry pass and another short jumper.
37-7. It was 22-7. This is a 15-point run. Harris, left side, driving. Campbell for the layup. Good.
Great play, Cougars. Campbell goes back door. Harris with a nifty pass for the layup.
Here's a ball off of Green, out of bounds. It'll belong to Sullivan Central. Side front court. 4:11 to go first half.
6 turnovers now for Gainesville and the Hurricanes.
Inbounds pass comes into Harris. He'll circle around to the right and gets it on the wing to Campbell. Campbell bounces it across left side to Clemson, who now gets it on the wing to Barnes. Barnes will put it on the floor. He'll drive. He'll fake. He'll dish it back out to Campbell. Head of the key. Harris for 3. Shot by Harris.
Just Hubbard under order as he goes downtown with it. Cougars making a little bit of a run here.
37-12. Into the front court. This will be Brown. Goes left side to Green. Green with the basketball. We'll take it left to right. Now works it on the wing to Brown. Brown right to left, head of the key. Comes left side to Green. Green on the wing. Gets the pick. Throws it back in low for the driving layup. That is no good. Missed by Wilcox on the pick and roll. They scrap for it, and the Cougars come out there with it. This is Barnes. Lead pass to Harris. Loses the handle on it. Chased after Aaron. Coming out there with it will be Brown. Brown down the right side. Works it right side. Driving all the way underneath. Scooping it up. No good is Darling, but he's fouled as he goes.
And again, they just pick the pocket of the Cougars. 14 turnovers. They take it the other way. They get along the baseline. Get a good look at it. They don't get the roll, but they're back to the stripe to shoot 2.
Barnes picks up his second, team foul number 2, and at the line to shoot will be Darling, a pair. 3:14 to go in the first half. It is 37-12 Gainesville. Toss is up, toss is good. Here into the lineup comes Edwards once again. He'll be replacing Brown for Gainesville. Darling's second toss is good. 39-12 now. 3:14 to go first half. Backcourt Campbell. Gets the ball back to Clemson. Clemson down into the front court. Campbell knocked away and stolen. Coming out there with it is Edwards. To Darling. Darling on the right side will pull up for a 15-footer that rattles. Will not drop. Tipped up. No good. And I believe they're going to get Edwards coming over the back.
Good positioning down low by the Cougars. Had them on their back this time. Crash over the top. And the Hurricanes get a foul for their efforts.
It's a 1-and-1 on the other end for the Cougars with 2:59 to go in the first half. Gainesville jumped out to a 20-0 lead. Cougars made a little bit of a run to get it down to 22-7. But then a 15-point run by the Hurricanes had it 37-7. It's now 39-12. And at the line to shoot will be Campbell. Toss in the air by Campbell is no good. Rebound pulled out down low by Wilcox. They'll get the ball in Green's hands, and he'll bring it into the front court. Less than 3 minutes to go in the half. Throws it in the middle and off the arms of Wilcox out of bounds.
Not a bad pass. Just surprised Wilcox on the inside and goes right through his hands out of bounds.
Fields will check in to replace Wilcox for Gainesville.
Since the Cougars went down 20-0, they've just been outscored 19-12.
From backcourt with the basketball.
If you look at the bright side of things.
Tries to get it to Barnes, knocked around, scrap 4, lost, last touch out of bounds, they say, by the Cougars. It'll belong to Gainesville side court.
Cougars have made only 2 field goals here in this first half. Make that, well, they made 4. Didn't see those other 2 out there, so they're 4 out of 16.
Into the lineup for the Cougars comes Joe Balcom, a 6'1 senior. Here's Green with the basketball. He'll work it across to Edwards. Back to Green, in the corner now to Darling. To Green, he'll throw up the 3. No good. Rebound pulled down, tipped up and in, but they're going to wipe it off. I think Fields over the back.
Cantor with a rebound position again down low. They go over the top. They do take it home, but it's not going to count.
From Fields, that'll be his second. And it'll be a shooting opportunity for the Cougars on the other end. 2:25 to go first half. 39-12 in favor of Gainesville. And Cantor will be the man at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Toss is up, good. And he'll get another. As here comes Vernell Brown into the lineup. And he'll be replacing Alton Darling. And Cantor, his second one, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Hooker. To Edwards, down the left side to Brown. Brown back to the trailing Hooker. Hands it back to Brown between the rings. This is Brown dribbling right. Gets it in the corner to Edwards, down low. Driving, laying it up underneath is Scott, no good. They scrap for the rebound, and coming down with it for the Cougars is Balcom. He'll get the ball to Campbell, and Campbell will bring it down the left side into the front court. 2 minutes to go in the half. Cantor at the center jump circle, dribbling to the right. Buffed around by Scott. Now we'll bounce it in the corner to Clemson. There's the ball knocked away and out of bounds by the reaching in Green.
Cantor's a pretty good sized youngin, and Scott just dwarfs him, didn't he?
Tell you what, you wouldn't want to be a fly when they belly up. Here's the inbounds down low, driving, reversing it. Harris laid up and in.
They just open up in there. Has a wide open line for the layup.
Harris with 5. Brown, left side, Green. He'll drive all the way, shovels it over left side for the dunk.
Oh my, can he play the game? Can they play the game? 3-on-1 fast break again. He fakes it to the right. Blindside pass to the left for the layup.
41-15. Right side driving, they'll go baseline Harris. High arcing shot, may have been partially blocked. Coming out with it is Brown, and as he has the ball, it's going to be knocked away and out of bounds by, I believe, Harris of the Cougars. So Gainesville will have the basketball. Alik Scott, 6-foot junior, checks into the lineup for Gainesville. And he'll have the basketball, and he'll bring it up the floor.
They've been impressive indeed here in this first half.
This is Scott going left side to Brown, in the corner to Edwards. Down low on the block with it. This is Hooker. He'll get it into the cutting Scott, but as he does so, they'll call a travel.
He made a great cut. Looked like he might have been hammered across the arm, but he took the step first.
64 seconds to go in the half, 41-15. Inbounds pass to Clemson. Has the ball knocked away and out of bounds by the reaching in Edwards. So it'll remain Clemson basketball side court.
Trailblazers, they might have came up with a loss, but they came up with some nifty Bahama t-shirts, didn't they? See Justin Humphrey's walking behind us here. He's got a t-shirt on that that says Freeport to Bahamas.
There's a fall away by Clemson, no good. Coming out with it is Edwards and get it down to Scott. He'll drive, lay it up and in.
I tell you, the big guy can run the floor. He might weigh 290 pounds, but he beat everybody down there for the layup.
43-15. Here's the lob, stolen away Scott. Lobs it back to Hooker. Hooker to the hole for the...
Oh, as he twists and turns, a back-handed slam, two-handed slam. Oh, my.
360. Here's Harris pulling up, shot short. They scrap for the rebound. Harris will force it back up again, no good. And coming out there with the basketball will be Edwards. Edwards into the front court. Edwards down low. Scott, he'll lay it up. No good. Whistle foul.
I don't think Scott's going to be slamming many home, do you? He doesn't need to. But he beats everybody down the floor again and gets a good look at it. Doesn't get the roll, but he's back to the stripe.
Foul's going to be called on Sean Harris. That's his first, team's third. Well, I think the reason why Scott was down there was he didn't make it back up the floor.
Well, maybe. But he was down there, wasn't he?
He was down there. Ian Scott. With 18.1 seconds to go first half. Tosses up, no good. Left it short. Maybe just a tad winded.
What, as quick as those other four are, he doesn't need to come down here. It's like playing 4-on-5 anyway.
Scott eyes the mark, pulls the trigger on his second one. It is good. Scott with 5, 46-15. This is Campbell in backcourt. Campbell dogged by Scott. Gets the ball over here now to Clemson down the right side into the front court. Tries to dish it down low, intercepted Edwards. Outlet pass Brown. Brown will bring it the other way, kicks it over to Scott. Scott will save it from going out of bounds, but as he does so, they say he's on the end line.
9 turnovers now for the Hurricanes, but 18 for the Cougars.
Here comes Shelton in the lineup for Sullivan Central. 2.3 seconds to go in this first half. Inbounds pass Cantor. Cantor throws one 60 feet. It's going to be short, and that'll be the end of this first half of play. We will take a 2-minute break. A 2-minute timeout, but telling you the score at the half is Gainesville 46, Sullivan Central 15. No, I think we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, take this one home with you.
You can have it.
Paul, take that one home with you.
I'm going to stop down here and get us a quarter house.
See you later.
See you, bro.
Take care.
Take it. We're pawning food off.
How you been, Slab?
Here and there.
Been doing okay? Did you have a good Christmas? Good. Good to see you. Hey. Okay. When we get it back, we'll hold it for that long at least. Okay.
Back here at Viking Hall halftime, it's been all Gainesville as they opened up a 20-0 lead. Saw the Cougars make a little bit of a rally to get it down to 22-7. Then pushed it out to 37-7. And right now it's a 31-point game at 46-15 in favor of this Gainesville, Florida Hurricane basketball team, the defending 5A state champs in Florida, and one of the pre-tournament favorites for this year's Arby's Classic. Let's take a look at the individual scoring. First of all, for Gainesville, they were led in scoring at first half by Alton Darling, who had 11 at in the first half. Jerry Edwards with 8. Vernell Brown and Elijah Hooker,
He was cooking.
Yeah, Elijah Hooker, he had 6 along with Vernell Brown. 5 points for Orion Green. 3 points for Gerald Fields. 5 points for Ian Scott and 2 points for Eric Wilcox. For Sullivan Central, they are led in scoring by Sean Harris, who has 5 here at the half. Cliff Cantor with 3, Michael Shelton with 3, and 2 points apiece for Brandon Barnes and Jeremy Campbell.
And his shooting percentage is first for Gainesville and the Hurricanes. 20 out of 31, 65% here in the first half from the field. 4 out of 6, 67% from the charity stripe for the Hurricanes. 2 of 7, 29% from three-point range. And the Hurricanes with 9 first half turnovers. For the Cougars of Sullivan Central, off to a 1-10 start shooting percentage-wise in the first quarter from the floor. Do a little better in the second. 4 of 13, 31%. 5 of 23, 22% from the field in the first half for the Cougars. Only 3 of 8, 38% from the charity stripe for the Cougars in that first half. 2 out of 5, 40% from three-point range, and the Cougars with 18 turnovers. Final game of the evening, and the Cougars trail at halftime, 46-15. Other games today, Statesboro, Georgia over Greenville, and the Greenville, Tennessee Green Devils, 63-55. Elizabeth and Falls Oak Ridge, 72-48. Science Hill, after a very slow start, ends up winning by 25, 75-50 over Norman, South Carolina. Dobbins Bennett with a big upset today. Very talented, very tall, very athletic Westover, Georgia team. Dobbins Bennett with a lot of heart, a lot of hustle, come up with a 54-49 win here this evening. Just a great win for the storied history of the Dobbins Bennett Indians. Daniel Boone, they fall to Tabernacle Baptist from the Great Bahamas, and they fall by 3, 58-55. And again, here at halftime of the final game of the first day of the 1999 17th Annual Arby's Classic, the Sullivan Central Cougars, after falling behind 20-0, they trail at halftime 46-15. We'll be back at more of halftime, but first, let's take another 2-minute break. And I guess that was 2 minutes or more.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome.
Oh, man. We will take another 2-minute break.
Who's playing? What does it matter? Oh, the Dolphins lose. They're out of it, aren't they?
Let's see. We're going to join Monday Night Football after this, aren't we? Isn't it? Oh, okay. I guess we won't do. I'm surprised I didn't mark it. I really thought I put that on the schedule. Maybe I didn't. Well, no, you got to be there early tomorrow morning, so don't worry about it.
Go ahead and sit back and take your break there. Take your medicine. What you need to do.
I'm doing.
Okay, I'll take it and send it back. Everything.
I'm taking a couple Tylenols and an Advil cold and sinus pill. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
So you got voicemail, do you? You don't know, do you?
They got mine installed, I wonder.
And again, from Viking Hall in Bristol, Tennessee, the 17th annual Arby's Classic. We've had a great day of it today, and this is just the first of 5 days this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. A lot of basketball to be had, a lot of great plays to be made, and a lot of great players to make those plays as we go through this great classic indeed. One of the top tournaments in the country, the Arby's Classic, right here in our hometown, Bristol, Tennessee. The Sullivan Central Cougars didn't fare so well in the first half. They're out warming up as we get ready to start the second half. The Gainesville Hurricanes, they lead those Sullivan Central Cougars at halftime by the score of 46-15. We'll be back with the second half, but first, let's take another break.
2 minutes.
What you need to do when you get home is take NyQuil so you sleep good tonight. You got some NyQuil? Stop and get some on the way home, but that's what you need. Either that or extra strength Alka-Seltzer. That'll break it loose. Of course, it might be running so fast tomorrow you can't catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some glasses down there.
Let's get with it.
Yeah. Back here at Viking Hall, we get ready for the final half of this opening day of the 1999 Arby's Classic. Gainesville up 46-15. And as if this doesn't seem fair, they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Doesn't seem fair, but they're going to get it.
And so it'll be Gainesville basketball. It will be Brown, Green, Fields. We have some water on the court from a cup that got kicked out on the floor a few moments ago by a young lady who fell on her way up the steps here.
Oh, bless her heart. She okay?
She seemed to be. I think she was more embarrassed than anything else.
And all those gentlemen down there, I'm sure, helped her, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, don't forget, tomorrow we'll start our coverage, 2:06. The first game will have Greenville taking on Elizabethton. That'll be a consolation bracket game to see who will be back here on Friday to play Sevier County. And then we'll have our last 4 first-round games. Looking forward to seeing John Dyer's Sullivan East Ball Club in here tomorrow. They'll be taking on Princeton High School out of Cincinnati.
John's been here most of the day scouting.
And
doing his homework.
Sullivan East off to just about the best start they've had there since maybe the first couple of years of the school's existence, when they had a guy by the name of Mark Mason playing.
Also had some guys by the name of Warden. They weren't too bad.
And of course, they've already won games at Dobbins Bennett and Science Hill, who both won earlier today. All right, we're underway. Gainesville with the basketball. This will be Green throwing it down low on the block to Fields. They'll swing it back out. Green for 3. Left it short. Rebound pulled out by the Cougars, Barnes. Barnes down the right side into the front court. He'll shuffle to the right. He'll drive. He'll have the ball knocked away and scrap force. Saved by Barnes underneath. He throws it up. No good. Goes up a second time block. Third time a block. And he'll go to the line to shoot.
Third time's a charm. He stayed after it. Just couldn't get it up over the rim. Couldn't get it high enough. But finally a foul, and he's at the stripe to shoot 2.
Go on Fields. That'll be his third, team's first. And Brandon Barnes will be at the line to shoot 2. Toss is in the air. Toss is good. So the Cougars, who fell behind 20-0 to start this game, already have outscored Gainesville 1-0 here in the second half. The second one's up. It's no good. They scrap after it. Coming out of there with it is Brown. And as Brown tries to come up with it, they're going to call the foul on Barnes.
I've been in those dressing rooms with Coach Dickie Warren when things haven't been going so well, and I tell you what, he probably has said, they won the first half big time. Let's just go out and see if we can win the second half, see if we can get better at what we're trying to do here.
Left corner with the basketball. They slough off. Edwards will pop the 3. Rims out, no good. Coming out with the rebounds, McGrady. They're working to Barnes. Barnes down the right side into the front court. Barnes to Campbell. Comes left side to Cantor. Cantor across court, right side to Campbell on the wing. Now gets it down low on the block. This is McGrady twirling, forcing it up from the right baseline. No good. Edwards with the rebound. He lobs it out to Fields. Court to Green, who lays it up. No good. Coming down with the rebound, Cantor.
What a pass from mid-court, right on the button. What a catch by Green, just to have an opportunity to shoot it.
Now here's Harris with a bad pass, intercepted and stolen. Outlet pass Edwards. He's going to the hole. He'll lay it up and can't get it to go down. Rebound scrap for it down low. Coming out there with it will be Scott. Gets it out front to Green. Green will go right side. This is for 3 by Brown. It's no good. Rebound tapped underneath, and with the dunk will be Field.
Oh, they make it look so easy. So easy. As Coach Dale Murray says, boy, I brought us some winners in this time around, didn't it?
I think it was Ian Scott who just tapped it over to Fields, who slammed it home. 48-16. Right side Barnes. Works it out front to Cantor and throws it away and out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Gainesville.
Another turnover for the Cougars. 20 of them in the game, and some of them have been forced. Some of them have been great defensive plays. That was not one of them.
So with 6:13 to go in the third period, Barnes will check out for the Cougars, and in the lineup comes Yates. Here's the lob in to Edwards.
What time's breakfast in the morning, Coach?
Edwards will circle around to the left, comes back to the right to Brown. Gets it in the corner to Green. Gets the ball out to Brown across court, left side. This is Edwards. Gets it in the corner. This is Green. Green with the basketball guarded there by Yates. Gets it out to Edwards. Edwards looks back to Green. Instead comes to Brown right side. Back it comes to Edwards. Throws it in the middle to Scott. Gets it in the corner. Green. This is for 3. No good. Long Karam comes out to Fields. Down low underneath for the layup. Good by Edwards.
Just so very quick. Getting after the basketball. Claiming along the baseline. Underneath the basket. Back over his head off the glass for the layup.
50-16. Left side with the basketball, Campbell. And he has the ball knocked away by Brown, and that'll be his second, as Brown will pick up the personal, team's second of the half. As into the lineup for Gainesville comes Wilcox, Eric Wilcox, and also coming in Alton Darling. Inbounds pass to be triggered in. They get it in to Cantor. Cantor dribbles left to right at the time stripe. Loses the handle on it, saves it from going in the backcourt, I guess. Now will hand the ball along the sideline to Yates. Yates double team, throws it back to Cantor. Cantor will drive. Cantor will go all the way underneath, loses the handle on the basketball, but there's Harris with it. He'll force it up and in.
Harris gets a little garbage off the deck. Cantor loses the control of it, rolls right down underneath the basket, and Harris will put it up and in.
Harris with 7. It is 50-18. Gainesville up by 32. 4:50 to go, third quarter. Left side with the basketball. They'll just swing it around right side to Green. Yeah, he'll get it into the corner to Darling. Darling will pull up for an 8-footer good.
It's just a matter of time as Darling takes it along that baseline. Just too quick, too fast, and too good a shooter so far.
This is Yates going left side to Harris. To McGrady between the rings, right side. Yates into the cutting Harris. He'll drive baseline. Now dishes it in the middle, knocked loose, scrap 4, jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Sullivan Central.
Tell you right now, it's going to take a pretty good basketball team to beat this Florida bunch, isn't it?
I'd say. But I think that's what most people expected. Campbell to trigger it in, does so left corner to Yates. He'll throw it out front to Harris. He'll take the 3. The shot by Harris is no good. Long Karam, chased down and saved. Right side, here's a shot from the right side by Campbell, no good. Coming out there with the rebound will be Fields. Long lead pass to Green. Green to the hole.
Oh, as he flies right by with a slam, bam, and a jam.
One-handed throw down by Green as he took off around the free throw line and throws it down.
That was a Michael Jordan-style slam there, wasn't it?
54-18.
The greatest athlete of all time. I guess that's what they named him, wasn't it?
Out with the center jump circle. This is McGrady. Backdoor cutting Campbell. He'll drive blocked by Green. Coming out there with it is Darling. To Green, left side. This is Green shuffling down. Green now throws it down low. Knocked away and out of bounds by the Cougars. He was trying to get a pass down to Wilcox. And it'll remain Gainesville basketball.
Kind of telegraphed that one. You can see him looking out of the corner of his eye. You knew he was going to make the pass. So did about 3 Cougars who got a hand on it, and they knock it out of bounds.
Field sits down, and Hooker checks in. Elijah Hooker, he'll trigger the inbounds, gets it in the middle to Edwards, knocked away, whistle foul.
A collision down there near the lane as Hooker and one of the Cougars get tangled up. That's Yates. Yates hits the deck, and he's a little groggy, and he also gets a foul.
Yates will be assessed the personal. That's his first, team foul number 2. Darling will lob it out deep to Green. Green with the basketball, floats it across to Edwards. He'll stop and pop. 15-footer, no good. Long Karam chased down by Wilcox, who taps it out to Edwards, who now gets it to Green at the head of the key. He'll go right side to Darling for 3. Shot by Darling, good.
As he goes downtown with it. And Green again makes a play with the penetration. Cougars have to slough off. Dishes it back out on the outside beyond the 3-point line, and nothing but the webbing.
Darling was 16. Right side, here's Campbell. Gets it out front, Yates. He'll go left side, Cantor for 3. The shot by Cantor, good.
Oh, the Cougars go downtown with it. Just what the doctor ordered.
57-21. Inside 3 minutes to go, third period. Green with the basketball. Between the rings to Edwards. He'll swing it left side to Darling. Out front to Edwards, right side to Green. Throws up the 3. Shot by Green, no good. Rebound scrap for him. McGrady had it for a moment, but stolen away by Darling. Darling with the basketball in the middle to Hooker. 15-footer rattles. Will drop. Tipped up Green. No good. They scrap for the rebound. Coming down with it is Wilcox. He'll put it up and in.
Staying after the basketball. Get a couple of heads on a couple of rebounds. And finally, on the third try, they take it to the house.
With the basketball, this is Harris. Dishes it down low to McGrady. Drives baseline. Blocked from behind. McGrady a second time gets hammered.
Had the inside angle. Even though it got blocked from behind, it came right back to him. He was ready to take it back up there. And he gets fouled from behind. He's at the strike.
Foul be assessed against Wilcox, his first, team's third. If you're just joining us, Gainesville jumped out to a 20-0 and then a 37-7 lead. They lead now 59-21. Toss by McGrady is no good.
No, I'm on vacation as I was supposed to be.
Here comes Alik Scott into the lineup to replace Green. So Scott in the lineup. The toss is up and good by McGrady. McGrady hits 1 of 2. That's his first point of this game. And it will be Gainesville basketball. Bringing the ball up the floor will be Darling. Darling will walk it across the time stripe into the front court. This is Darling, gets it in the middle to Wilcox, right side to Edwards. He'll throw up the 3. The shot by Edwards is no good. Rebound scrap point, lost out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Hooker, and it'll belong to the Cougars in backcourt. He hit 1 of 2.
Thank you.
Bringing the ball into the front court will be Yates. 2 minutes to go in the period. Dribbles right, dribbles left, gets it on the wing there to Campbell. Campbell goes left to right, dribbles back to the left and pops. 15-footer, rattles, won't drop, tipped up, no good. Scrapping for it, Campbell somehow comes out of there with it again, but then throws it away, intercepted and stolen by Edwards to Darling. He'll pop off the glass, good.
Very quick basketball team, handle the ball very well, get it down the floor again, have the angle off the glass from about 8 feet away. Good looking shot, good looking basketball team. They're on the roll again.
Inbounds comes into Campbell, and he's going to be fouled by Alik Scott. Yeah, it's only Cougars basketball side rear court. Inbounds comes into Cantor. He hands the ball back to Yates with 1:35 to go in the period. 61-22. Left side Campbell. Down low on the baseline. This is Harris twirling. Has it shot blocked. Saved by Harris. High arcing shot. No good. Coming out there with the basketball will be Darling. Darling down the left side. Darling left to right. Throws it down to the baseline. This is Edwards for the layup. Good.
And again, they just beat the Cougars down the floor. Great ball movement. Great passing. Great quickness. And yes, another layup.
63-22. This is Campbell into the front court. Bounces it left side on the wing to Cantor. Cantor left to right, hit of the key. Drives all the way down the paint. Has the ball knocked away. Saved, though, by Yates. Throws it back in the middle to Cantor. Back to Campbell, head of the key. He'll drive left. Gets it on the wing. This is Harris. He'll go left to right. Loses the handle on it. Saves it underneath and lays it up and in.
Stays with it. Lost it going in the first time, but stays right in there and gets a layup.
He's got 9. The lead now 63-24. Left side with the basketball. Darling, they'll swing it all the way around to Scott. He'll skip it across left wing to Darling. Out front, Edwards. Shuffles to the left, throws it back in the corner. This is Darling for 3. Rims out, no good. Rebound, Harris. Harris then has the ball knocked away. Whistle, foul. Well, let's see who it's going to be. It's going to be on Hooker, his first team foul, number 5.
Hooker reaches in, does knock the ball loose, but also gets part of Harris across the arm. And is that enough for the one-on-one, or do they have it side court? They have it rear court, side rear court.
63-24 with 25.9 seconds to go in the period. Walking the ball into the front court will be Campbell. Bounces it left side to Cantor. Out front to Campbell. Swings around right side to Yates. Skips it all the way across to Cantor for 3. Shot by Cantor is no good. Rebound pulled out in low by Scott. Stolen away, though, by Yates, who puts it up for the right baseline. No good. Followed by Harris. No good. They scrap for the basketball, and coming out of there with it will be Brown, who throws one up from backcourt off the glass. No good, and that'll be the end of the third period of play. We will take a 60-second break, but telling you the score after 3 is Gainesville 63, Sullivan Central 24.
Come down on one side of the rim and stood there, and let him push him. It's amazing.
We move to the fourth quarter. 63-24 in favor of Gainesville.
Thanks for everything.
And Gainesville will have the ball side court to start it. The fourth period, and into the lineup, Takuo Onuki. 5'6" seniors in the lineup. Left wing with the basketball, William Edwards, 5'10" freshman in there, gets the ball to Scott. He'll work the ball to Brown. Brown to Scott, throws up the three. Shot good.
As he goes downtown with it, they just seem to drift right into wherever they need to do, whatever they do with it, whenever they need to do it.
The Lick Scott gets it to go down, 66-24.
Of course, with that kind of lead, you don't need to do a whole lot except look for the end now, right?
That's it. Clemson right side goes to Crane, left side Campbell. Throws it back out front, Clemson right side to Crane in the corner. Throws it inside. Now backdoor cutting, Campbell gets the feed, lays it up, no good, but gets fouled.
Cougars still playing hard, still working that offense. Good ball movement, get it down underneath the basket. Cannot get a roll, but they're back to the stripe to shoot some more free ones.
Foul is going to be on Hooker, his second, team sixth, and Campbell's at the line to shoot a pair. 66-24. Toss by Campbell's good.
What kind of Spanish coins do you use in the Bahamas, or do you?
No, it's the same as American currency. They got Bahamian currency, but it's much along the same lines as American. Toss is in the air. It's good. Really, the Bahamas are not Spanish-oriented. They're English-oriented. That's why they drive on the left-hand side of the road. With the basketball will be Edwards.
Shows how much I know about it, right?
Left side to Scott. Out front to Wilcox, who in turn works the ball to Hooker. To Williams, who drives, kicks it over to Anuki. He'll take the shot. Rattles no good. Rebound scrap for it. Williams comes down to William Edwards, I should say, comes down to it. Gets it over to Scott for the layup. Good.
Again, just great presence of where the ball is. Grab the loose ball off the deck and a neat little pass underneath the basket and laid up in it.
68-26. Right corner, Campbell fakes the three, drives baseline, puts up the runner. Good. Campbell with his sixth point, 68-28 with 6.5 minutes to go. Edwards down the left side into the front court. He'll take it between the rings. And now we'll come right side to Scott. Scott with the basketball. He'll go baseline. He'll twirl. He'll hand it to Hooker for a 15-footer. Yes.
Again, penetration down toward the lane. Spin, get it back out near the foul stripe. Inside, outside play, and another little jumper.
Campbell with the basketball out between the rings against a 2-3 zone by Gainesville. Right side, Crane gets it back in the middle. This is Campbell throwing up the runner. That's no good. Campbell will chase it down along the baseline. He saves it, and the whistle will have a foul call. And it's going to be assessed against Wilcox, his second. Team foul number 7. Should be a 1-and-1 and will be for the Cougars. And at the line to shoot the 1-and-1 will be Campbell.
Less than 6 minutes left in this one, and it's been decided probably back in the first quarter, right?
But it was 20-0. Even though the Cougars did make a run as the toss is up, no good. Rebound pulled out underneath by Hooker to get it down to 22-7, but then it went to 37-7, and that's been basically it. Here's Edwards stopping, popping. 12-footer off the glass, no good. Followed by Wilcox, no good. Wilcox a second time, no good. They scrap for it. Edwards will save it along the end line and throw it out to Scott. Scott with the basketball, goes right side to Onuki, back out, and it comes now to Scott. Scott right wing to Onuki. This is Takuo Onuki. Into the key, bounces it in the middle to Hooker, who has the ball knocked away, chased after and saved though by Scott. Left wing, gets it in the middle to Wilcox. Wilcox then is grabbed and is going to be fouled by Andy Barker, who's in the lineup now for the Cougars, a 6'1" junior.
Cougars had him surrounded this time. 3 of them. Any of the 3 could have got the foul, but
Michael Shelton will check into the lineup for the Cougars. Also coming in comes Brandon Penix, the 6'1" sophomore. So it'll belong to Gainesville underneath their own basket. Hooker triggers it into Wilcox. He gets fouled. Now they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will belong to the Cougars. Wilcox thought he was fouled.
well, it is 70-28.
With 5:20 to go. Run, clock, run. Into the front court with the basketball. This is Clemson. He'll go left side to Shelton, back to Clemson. Goes right side to Crane. Skips it all the way across. Shelton left corner for 3. Shot short. Rebound tipped underneath. Barker for the layup. No good. They scrap for it underneath. Pulled down. Crane blocked by Hooker, saved by Crane, right corner. He'll circle around, dishes it down low. Here's a shot put up and off the glass, good by Penix.
Cougars still battling hard down there. This time they stay after, get 3 opportunities. Third time's a charm, finally get it to roll.
So Brandon Penix gets his first one, 70-30. Now here's a steal, stealing it away is Crane. Crane will go all the way down, dishes it back in the middle, trying to hit to Clemson that was trailing, but it's intercepted and stolen by Hooker. They'll get the ball to Scott down the left side. This is Scott with the basketball, hits the trailing Edwards. 4.5 to go. He'll come right side to Onuki, who loses it out of bounds.
Third turnover the second half for Gainesville and the Hurricanes. They have 12 for the game. Sullivan Central only 4 in the second half, but they had 18 in the first half, so 22 for the game.
Here's Crane out front. They'll swing it around left side to Shelton out front, head of the key. This is for 3. The shot good by Clemson. Hits the 3. It's 70-33. This is Scott in backcourt. Dogged by Clemson. Has the ball knocked away and stolen by Clemson. Goes all the way down, throws it up. Will it count? Yes, and he was fouled.
Clemson going to work. Just made a 3. Comes up with a steal. Gets a layup. And maybe the 3 in the back doorway here.
That'll be the 8th team foul. That'll be the 2nd on Scott. Here comes Brown back into the lineup to replace Edwards for the Hurricanes.
Cougars have made a little run here, but it's still a 35-point deficit.
70-35 with 4:05 to go. Tosses up, tosses no good. Scrap 4. Clemson saves it along the baseline and then loses it out of bounds.
Never did get control of it. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Gainesville basketball in rear court to trigger it in Brown. Gets it into Scott, hands it back to Brown. Brown down the left side in the front court. He'll dish it down low to Hooker for the layup, good.
And again, they beat the Cougars back down the floor. Get behind the defense. Nice little pass down the lane for the layup.
Hooker with 10. Left side on the wing. He'll throw it out front to Shelton. Shelton left to right, swings it right side Clemson. He'll lob it across left corner, driving all the way underneath Crane. Tries to throw it back in the middle. Intercepted and stolen Onuki. This is Onuki into the front court. Onuki will bring it all the way down the right side. Behind the back dribble, pulls up, throws it down low, trying to work it to Wilcox. Saved by Wilcox. He'll put it up from underneath. No good. Rebound pulled out by the Cougars. Shelton. Shelton into the front court. Shelton is fouled. It's going to be against Hooker, his 3rd, team's 9th. And at the line to shoot, Michael Shelton, 1-1. Toss in the air is good by Shelton. He'll get another. And the second toss is good. Shelton hits them both. 72-37, 3:15 to go. Here's Brown all the way under, lays it up and in.
And again, just great penetration so easily, or so it seems, that they can get it down in that lane area.
Left side, this is Crane. He'll skip it across, intercepted and stolen Scott. Long lead pass into the front court. This is Hooker. Hooker will drive all the way down, pull up for a 10-footer. That's no good. Rebound tipped out and coming out there with the basketball is Shelton. Shelton, lead pass left side, Crane. Crane for the layup, good.
Aha, great pass, Shelton, as they get a 2-on-1 fast break, and the Cougars are still playing hard.
2:45 to go, 74-39. Left side, Onuki. He'll circle around, pick up his dribble, lobs it down low to Wilcox for the layup, good.
Well, they've had a few of those tonight, haven't they? And then some.
Onuki with the assist. Into the front court with the basketball. They'll go left wing to Crane. He'll bounce it out front to Clemson, who throws it right side. Shelton knocked away and out of bounds. Checking back in comes William Edwards for the Hurricanes. And also into the lineup for the Cougars. He has a shot from the right side in the corner is no good. Pulled down, put back up. No good by Penix. Pulled down by Jordan Gold, who's in there. He has it rejected. 6'3", the senior is Gold. Here's Onuki who gets it down low to Edwards. Edwards, he'll force it up. Has it blocked from behind by Crane. Saved, though, by Hooker, who will twirl, lay it up and in.
And again, another offensive rebound by the Hurricanes. And they take it to the house.
78-39. Less than 2 minutes to go. Left corner, Crane for 3. Left it short. Rebound knocked away and out of bounds by a reaching Wilcox. So it will be Cougar basketball underneath their own hoop. Shelton gets it in right corner. This is for three by Clemson, no good. Coming down with the rebound, Hooker. Outlet pass down the right side. Edwards gets it in the middle. Wilcox for the dunk. Oh, he blew it. He blew it. However, it goes back out to Scott.
He was high enough, trying to throw it down there through a little bit too hard and hit the back edge of the rim.
Here's Anuki driving right. Now driving left. Kicks it in down low. Here's Wilcox, this time for the layup. Good.
He just gets great position down low with his back to the basket, spins along the baseline, and off the glass for the easy one.
80-39, and a timeout is being called by Sullivan Central with 1:14 to go in the contest.
And Coach Warren's just getting some of the reserves into the game that haven't been in there yet.
As the trigger the inbounds, now they'll get it into Shelton. He'll come back right side to Clemson to Shelton. He'll swing it left side to Crane. Crane back out front to Shelton. Goes right side, stopping and popping. This is Clemson, shot short, rebound pulled out Scott. Scott with the basketball. Outlets it to Edwards, into the front court to Hooker. Hooker pulls up for a 16-footer, good.
Hooker can play the game too. They've got a bunch of those players out there.
He's got 14, 82-39. Into the front court, this is Clemson. Right side, Shelton. Comes left side to Crane. He'll go all the way underneath, lay it up and in.
Not a whole lot of defense being played on either end at this point in time.
37 seconds to go. Left side, Scott. In the middle, Edwards drives, lays it up, no good. Rebound pulled out down low by Gold. Outlet pass Crane. Crane will go all the way down the right side. He'll lay it up and in. Crane with 6 all in this period. Here's a long pass intended for Edwards, knocked away but saved by Hooker. Hooker will pop another 15-footer, no good. Rebound Karam's out to Gold. He'll hand the ball to Shelton. Shelton will take it the other way. This is Shelton going all the way down, laying it up and getting it to go.
Shelton with a lot of quickness as he flies right on by.
Here is Edwards throwing up one from half court at the buzzer. That is no good, and that'll be the end of this basketball game. We will take a 2-minute break, a 2-minute timeout by telling you the final score, Gainesville 82, Sullivan Central 45.